Hello, it's Aga from Arvis Artists. Today I compare two render engines, Corona 6 and V-Ray 5. Sounds interesting? Let's begin. I will focus on things that I haven't discussed in my previous video where I compare Corona 5 and V-Ray 5 and the things that changed from the previous version of Corona. So if you haven't watched the video, I put the link in the corner. Okay, let's start from the improvement that probably most of you are interested in. If you watch my previous videos, you know that I was really impressed with the new sun and sky model of both render engines. Now, it's the time to compare them and see which one is better. Let's see. I've prepared simple scenes and I adjusted them a bit to look more or less similar to each other, so it's easier to compare. Notice how the sky gradient looks in both cases. In V-Ray, it's more visible. Also, look how the skies differ from each other close to the horizon. We can see the difference in how the sky looks around the sun as well. I changed the position of the sun to compare more daylight scenarios. In the meantime, I'll be adjusting the values a bit, just to make it look slightly better and not so overexposed. Of course, we need to adjust it more, but only for testing purposes, it's enough to see the difference. I need to say that I like the sun and sky model more in V-Ray 5. However, we can adjust it and make it work in Corona as well. We'll need more work in the post and light mix panels though. So in general, it will be easier to get nice sun and sky in V-Ray. Both new render engines have updates in this effect, so let's compare them as well. So we can change some general settings in both render engines like intensity, size of the glare and bloom, and the whole effect in general. Both versions have Apache Editor, which we can adjust quite a bit. We can change size, for instance, rotation, and so on. We can also turn on the occlusion effect and make changes to this as well. We have peripheral grating in both, and we can adjust it in the same way. Similarly, the lens scratches and lens dust. The effect is pretty much the same. The only thing is that in V-Ray, we can additionally load our images to stimulate various effects on the camera lens. It of course can be useful when you want to achieve a specific effect. I've already shown you the material library in both render engines, but now let me compare them. So there are a lot of different materials in both engines, a lot of different categories. We have bricks, ceramic, concrete, fabrics, glasses, leather, metals, and so on. So basically, almost common materials. The materials are way better for me in Corona. They are so nice and they are basically ready to assign. I love the new carpet selection in the new version of Corona. And what is really important, they include displacement, which makes a huge difference, especially if you want to assign the material to the close to the camera object. I'm not saying that you cannot find nice materials in the V-Ray 5 library. However, if we need to have displacement to improve it, it may be tricky to achieve the result we want. Okay, that's everything what I wanted to compare in this video. To sum up, I prefer the Sun and Sky model from V-Ray. However, if you are a Corona user, you still can get pretty nice results. Bloom and glare effect is pretty much the same, and you can get similar results in both. However, the materials are much better in Corona library in my opinion. Of course, if we take into consideration that V-Ray added the new light mix option, for me, V-Ray is a winner of these upgrades. I think they are getting more and more similar to each other. As always, the choice is yours. I hope this video will help you to have your own opinion. By the way, our courses are available in both render engines, Corona and V-Ray. If you want to learn more, click here to check it out on our website. Bye bye!